map of the trails. Some of the plants and animals you'll see along these trails. Here, hanging from the trees, is called Spanish moss. It got its name from the Indians here in Florida. They said it looks like the beards of the Spanish conquistadors. Let me go ahead and tell you, you don't want to grab that and handle that. It has a very small bug inside of it. It's called a red bug. They're just about visible, but if you get them on you, they're going to cause you to itch like crazy. If you happen to mess around with some Spanish moss and get red bugs on you, go to a local pharmacy and they'll sell you actually a lotion to get rid of the red bugs. I spent my childhood playing in Florida woods just like this. Of course, the area that I grew up in is now all subdivisions. The woods aren't there anymore. But yeah, me and my brothers and sisters, my friends, you know, we spent most of our childhood running through these forests and climbing trees and building forts. This is not the stereotypical picture people imagine when you say Florida. You say Florida, most people automatically think of beaches and the ocean and palm trees, but for me, this is Florida. This is away from the beach. This is the interior of the state. Don't get me wrong, I don't have anything against the ocean. I happen to love the beach. I love the ocean. I love to go out offshore and fish. I love to go to the beach and swim. But I also love our woods, our forests. When you come to visit Florida, make sure to take the opportunity to come to a place like this and get a chance to see the forest. One thing I will advise, though, is while you're here, make sure to bring you some bug spray. Depending on what type of year, the mosquitoes can be a little bad. Now that's the lead off that takes you to the Rosemary sorry, that's the Rosemary Ridge Trail. Here's another one of these magnolias. Magnolias get to be a very large tree. Now, these plants here in front of us here, it looks like really short palm trees. These are not baby palm trees. These will not grow into the big tall palm trees here. These are what are called palmettos, and they don't grow into trees. They're more of a bush. see them, they will also clump together, big clumps of them. Now, when you are in the woods, try not to get inside those palmettos. Some of the great big huge clumps will have a opening in the middle, but don't try to climb inside those palmettos. The palmettos are a favorite place for some of our local snakes to hang out, like the pygmy rattler. As you can see, I request no smoking here inside the gardens. If you are a smoker, please be really careful with your cigarette butts. Every year we have at least one fire that's started by someone carelessly throwing out a cigarette butt. Some of these forests can get pretty dry, and just one cigarette thrown out can start a fire. I wonder who left that here. That's pretty cool. Hey, how y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, that's pretty cool. The camphor tree that was either cut down or fell down, and they have carved the stump into a turtle. Now this tree right here, the camphor tree, is not native to Florida. You can actually I can. You can actually smell the camphor coming from the stump, even though it looks like it's been cut down for at least a few years. But no, it's not a native tree here. Right here in front of us. Now this is a native tree. This is a live oak. You'll see quite a lot of them here in Florida. And here down at the base, it looks like some of these ferns. This widespread fern seems to die when it dries, but then resurrect after a brief shower. The Seminole is often used to plant in treatments for chronic illnesses and mental problems such as depression. The huma used the fronds to alleviate infant thrush and for headache, dizziness, and bleeding gums. Yeah, that stuff will turn completely brown and you'll think it's dead. Come by the next day after a rain and it'll be bright green. And it looks like we're still going in the right direction. That's good. In Florida, you'll see a lot of these pine trees. You got a lot of pine trees here in North Florida. Just a tip. If you're out in the woods or you're out in the nature period and a thunderstorm appears, with something that can happen here in Florida very, very quickly. You can have a nice blue, shiny sky like we have today, and within a blink of the eye, the sky will get dark and you'll have a thunderstorm. They usually don't last very long, but if you are caught out in a thunderstorm, please stay away from these pine trees. They get struck by lightning very frequently. They have a very deep tap root, and they act kind of like a natural lightning rod. So if you're stuck outside in a thunderstorm, find a ditch or a depression in the ground and lay down flat in it. Do not try to shelter under one of the trees. You shelter under one of the trees, you can actually get hit by the lightning. Is right here. It's called wiregrass. You see it a lot in marshy areas. If you happen to be a fan of the Arboretums, you can come and volunteer for work day on the second Saturday of the month. As you can see, there are several picnic tables. As you can see, there are several picnic tables. Bring your lunch with you, bring your picnic basket, and have lunch here at the gardens. Today would be a really good day to picnic at the Arboretum. There's a nice cool breeze blowing through the trees. The day's not that hot. The humidity is not that high today. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining with me as we toured the Jacksonville Arboretum and Gardens. I hope you enjoyed seeing the park. When you visit Florida, make sure to check the place out. And remember, it's always more fun in Florida.